from Idaho, Mr. Fulcher, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And to the panel, thank you for being here and for your testimony and your input. You probably know this, but just in case not, please don't mistake our coming and going as a rudeness or lack of interest. It's called the dueling committees that sometime pop up on the schedule. And so I just wanted to clarify that and let you know you're appreciated. A question for Ms. Sagama.
We're here.
Ms. Sagama, in your written testimony, you talked about an onslaught of regulatory overreach coming. You may have already discussed this, but I'm going to ask you to touch on that again. What's coming? We think, personally, I think there's too much now, but what should be watching for?
Yeah, I probably should have used a different tense. Yeah, absolutely. We are facing duplicate rulemakings right now. We just finished one up from BLM and now one with EPA. The financial regulators we can't keep up with all that they're throwing at the industry, meant to deny financing to oil and natural gas projects from Department of Labor, SEC, Department of Treasury. All kinds of regulations are coming out. Nobody can even keep up with it.
Okay, so Committee on Natural Resources, if you were king for a day and could tell us to focus in on one particular area as a priority, what would it be?
NEPA.
Okay. Well, that's a good setup for the next question, because I have one for Mr. Sandberg in regard to NEPA. I'm from the state of Idaho, and so if you know anything about our natural resource space there, you know that we're no stranger to NEPA. And you have been speaking about some potential changes to that. I'm going to go down a similar path with you. First of all, where there are cumbersome components of NEPA, do you see the impact of that to be more negative from a cost standpoint or a time standpoint, first of all? And then, same question, king for a day, you can focus in on one particular area to improve it. What would it be? So 2-point question, cost or time, and what's the priority that we should be going after?
Well, I thank you for the question. I think it's both. I think it has a cost component, it has a time component, neither of which are helpful to deployment of clean energy. And so as I lead into your second part of your question, if I was king for a day, I think we just need to work on shortening. I think if we could shorten timelines, that would be a good first step.
Litigation? See, litigation is an issue, and if so, could you comment on that?
I don't have a comment on litigation.
Okay. All right. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.